Welcome to Well Tubed.
Hey,
I'm Sharpo.
I'm Jason.
Thanks for tubing in.
It's pretty good.
It's
that's
not
good.
mine. It isn't mine. Andrew Enriquez, a longtime collaborator of our collaborator of ours. And a fan of the Well Tubed says, hey, instead of saying thanks for tuning in, say thanks for tubing in.
That's
so
great.
Coined a new phrase,
that is. He's
a new colloquialism.
He is.
We are not worthy. We're ready for a WTF.
All right,
what the F?
Oh, plenty of those.
Well, there's this video from a guy called Real Wizardy. Okay. Real Wizardy. He's got 8.73 thousand subscribers. Put out a video the other day with the provocative headline, "This will change the way you think about the universe."
It's pretty lofty.
Yes. So we're going to watch it.
All right, let's
see.
And
then we'll come back to you in a minute.
All right.
Spoiler alert. It's about Bob Lazar. Was that dramatic enough?
That was pretty dramatic. I thought that was pretty dramatic.
All right, let me go. Anyway, so he's talking about Bob Lazar and the strange things like element 115.
Yes.
Which in the 1980s, Bob Lazar was saying that was this thing they were working on in this secret lab in the Nevada desert. And it was like, oh, that's absurd. There is no such thing as element 115. And he was ridiculed for that and a lot of things. Well, it turns out there is an element 115.
Yeah, it's on the periodic table.
And it's on the periodic table. It was not at that time.
That's true.
And now it is. Other things that he said he worked on this area near Area 51.
Right.
And it seems like there was a campaign to erase his history.
No one knew who he was.
That he didn't work there and that he didn't. But it turned out there was employee records of him that were uncovered later and that they did know him. Big Netflix documentary about him right now, which I have watched. I've been watching this guy for years. And so whenever a YouTube video comes up,
you're just like, oh, let's see what's new.
Yeah. So I'm a fan. I believe Robert Lazar, and I want to get your take on it.
The video itself was interesting, and what it makes me want to do is now I want to watch the documentary. I want to find out more.
Right.
I want to find out more about.
Yeah, and of course he talks about these zeta reticulans, or zeta reticuli.
Yes.
From the star system Zeta Reticuli Spa. We come in peace. So I can't help it.
Space automatically brings out the Shatner in you.
It does.
Brings out Kirk.
Yes, but okay, so I believe that was Betty and Barney Hill, one of the early abduction stories.
Yes. They were coming back from a trip.
Rural New Hampshire.
Yes.
Professional people, and they were abducted, according to them, and through hypnotic reduction and all this stuff. And if you listen to their reports, boy, the screams and the things that come out, and it's hard to discount this. It really is
very specific.
But they talked about the aliens coming from Zeta Reticuli.
See, and I did not know that. That's
okay. So now Paul Hellyer, in this video we just watched, he talks about Paul Hellyer, a defense minister from Canada, many years ago, early 2000s, coming out and saying there are many species of aliens walking among us right now on Earth. Yeah, and more countries are starting to step forward and say these things. And of course, now our Pentagon is admitting that we have a craft in storage in the desert that was not made on planet Earth, and it is not of terrestrial origin. So, I don't think this is conspiracy theory anymore. I think we're in the realm of
right.
imminent disclosure.
Oh, we forgot to mention this.
Yeah. What? Oh.
Yeah, like I feel like now it's like, oh yeah, no, that's been there before. We just didn't say anything.
It's a pretty amazing thing. Anyway, it's a great video. It does make me say WTF.
It's like want to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. Are you an alien, Jason? No answer. He's not answering. Okay, so. All right, I want you to Google this guy. You'll find nothing. He's hiding. He's off the grid, okay? He did not exist before WellTube. He came into existence for this show. And
So, on that note, you will not remember the last 30 seconds. Oh, all right, I'll bring him back.
Anyway, what I really found fascinating about the video, Jason, is how it brought back our memories of childhood together and how we hung out and played in the swings and all of those things.
And everything was...
Okay. Anyway, thanks for tubing in.
I know, that's great. Tubing in is great.
Yeah, thanks for that one,
next
Andrew.
time. Yeah, Oh yeah, this is.
Well, you wouldn't know about that being an Earthling.
Oh yeah, that's right. What does this mean?